everybody.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Coming off a bogey here yesterday, chance to make it right. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good, line looked good, just did not take that final break.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. In for par. Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a long birdie putt here. Requires good judgment of the speed and the line. Just try to lag it down there. Looks like he just misread that. Now a 7-footer. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
This hole is playing tough. Bogey here yesterday, now looking at bogey again. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, it still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. This will be a birdie if it drops. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
And getting ready for the putt. Misses the putt here, has to try again and add another stroke to the scorecard. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Back over now to the fourth.
Rich, there's brilliant, there's good, there's average, and there's poor. This is poor.
Good contact, good result. Starting off the round very well here, Frank, hitting fairways.
Yeah, like any sport, really, you've got to get off to a good start. We always have that unattainable goal of perfection, but really that's what drives us forward.
Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just misses. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. Just a couple of feet. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Good lie in the fairway, but a good chance to make something happen here. This has not been a great round as we head toward the finishing stretch here. You can tell the winds have really affected the shots out on the course. Let's see if they can muster something coming to the finish line. Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. That's a long way away.
He can make eagle right here. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Moving on to the par 4 sixth hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12th. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot. 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those, and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Our featured golfer setting up for another approach. Really needs to get something going here, Frank.
And that green right now must look like the size of a thimble. Should be safely on deck.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Settles in over the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the Shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 at 11th.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, nice firm stroke, just hit it through the break a bit, Frank.
You can't birdie them all. Still going along well.
And he makes it for par. Now to the par 3 8th. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Just ideal. Good speed on that putt and just a tap in remaining. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
He has this for eagle. He's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. Good putt.